Hello and welcome back to my channel from a grey and rainy UK. I hope you are all doing well and staying safe. I thought I'd just do a quick update because we are now in week 1 of lockdown 3, and as a clinically extremely vulnerable person I am back to shielding. So how do I feel about that? Well, I think I feel differently from the first 2 lockdowns. I think when we went into the first one, it was a bit of the going into the unknown. There was a lot of sort of shortages at the supermarkets, and that really affected my anxiety, even though I wasn't going to the supermarket. So we don't seem to have had that this time round. But I think from a risk from catching coronavirus, I am worried. It seems to be the new variant is more contagious. The number of cases are going up. So whilst it doesn't seem as bad, I think, in terms of how everybody's responding to this lockdown, I think the number of people being infected is really worrying. So I'm just staying in. Ben's working from home, Holly's homeschooling. So we are just trying to stay as in the house as we can. But I think what worries me most is the fact that a lot of people aren't taking this seriously. And, I don't know why. I mean, that's up to them. But, I think it is going to get worse before it's going to get better. However, less of the doom and gloom. The good news is, obviously, we've got the vaccine, and the government has pledged that the people in the top 4 groups will be vaccinated or have their first vaccine by the 15th of February. So that's not long, really, that's about 4 weeks. And I think on the first lockdown, obviously, we were initially told to shield for 12 weeks, which was extended to 16. And that was a long time. And I think, I was really positive to start off with. I remember hitting a wall about week 7, thinking I can't do this anymore. I'm just going to go stir crazy in the house. But I got through it, and I think I'm just more mentally prepared this time. So I haven't got the anxiety of the supermarket sort of shopping. Are we going to get any food? That sort of thing. I haven't got the stress of, are we going to move house? Because obviously we've moved. I'm made sure since lockdown 1 that I'm always stocked up on things like paracetamol, because being in constant pain, I can go through 8 paracetamol in a day, which is only sort of 2 days worth per box, and I ran out, and obviously people panic bought that as well. So I've just made sure that we've got a sensible supply of just over the counter stuff, just in case we get colds and cold sores from my point of view, because I get those, but touch wood, I haven't got a cold sore at the moment. So I think I'm just getting used to getting back into the shielding vibe. I am still limiting, and here comes the cat again. Hello, Daisy. Do you want to be on YouTube? I don't know whether you can see. She's probably just going to come into shot now. She obviously wants to make a cameo appearance. Where was I? I'm trying to limit sort of social media and news. I found last time, I think we were just getting a sort of almost like a news social media overload. And even, things would be on Facebook. This supermarket's got a queue, or this supermarket hasn't got any toilet roll. And it was just like information overload. So whilst I keep up to date with the news and I still check my social media, I just make sure that I'm not too, constantly on it. I've got a supply of books from the library, which is really good. So if I just need some non-sort of device time, I do that. I've got into good habits, I think, with just sticking to my routine. I try and get up at the same time. We're trying to eat as healthily as possible. We're trying to get out for a little walk, even when, like today, it's just raining. But it's the UK, what do we expect? So yeah, we're in a better sort of place working from home for Ben and homeschooling, so we sort of know what to expect, and that, you know, they're set up really well for that. And, you know, obviously there is an end in sight, so, you know, I'm feeling sort of positives and negatives. But yeah, so how are you all doing? Are you, you know, managing? You know, what are your sort of anxieties about it? I mean, different things affect people differently. You know, like who would have thought, you know, oh my God, we're not going to get any bread from the supermarket would become like a really anxious thing, but it does, you know. So I feel a bit more prepared versus, you know, I'm really concerned with the rising numbers, and, you know, I only need to look at my letters that the government send me on a frequent basis to remind me that I'm clinically extremely vulnerable and I'm likely to get really unwell, just in case I didn't, you know, I'd forgotten. That, you know, I don't want to be going into hospital. You know, the hospital doesn't need me to go into hospital. So, you know, I'm doing my bit by staying at home, which I think, you know, is all I can do, and following the rules. So yeah, that's where we're up to. Lockdown 3, week 1, doing all right, I think. Touch wood. Ben's doing the Aldi shop tomorrow, so I've just got to come up with, you know, what we're going to eat for the coming week, and I'll do a little Aldi haul when he gets back. So take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.